Hi everyone, Mature Simmer here. So, we've definitely got some really interesting jobs at this point. So this is the longest one, taking us down into Mexico. And then the other one that's caught my attention is this one, which is just 20 miles shorter. But the reason that one's more intriguing is I think there's a lot more opportunity to get some additional cities unlocked. So I think I'm going to take this one, plus it's a higher per mile job, so there's really everything to kind of send it that way. But nearly 3,000 miles, so that's probably about as far as we're going to be able to get, but it's well over the 2,000 that we typically have, so until we start unlocking some other things, maybe we'll get something a little bit longer. I guess it's under 2,500. Never mind, 2,373 is what it's telling me. Alright, so this is telling me 4 hours and 18 minutes of real time is what it's going to be required to get this job done. But let's see, so we've got double Tesla trailers. So again, it'll be a simple parking job, but it's Knoxville to Rio Verde in Mexico. I don't know the states of Mexico at all, so I don't know that it would help much for me to do anything in that regard. So it'll be interesting to see what these maps look like. I don't know if the Mexican maps have some more color in them. I don't know if this is the best way around here. This is definitely a pretty tight yard here, but I guess with two smaller doubles it worked. So, whoops, I didn't realize there was a light there right away. So, and this was kind of what I was hoping for with other cities, because clearly we can see we've got Walmart, FedEx, we just left from Tesla, we've got Kiewit and another Walmart, so there's actually 2 Walmarts in the area. Oh, I can turn on red. I'm just waiting and looking for the map. So we've got about 400 miles of gas. We're obviously going to need gas, we're going to need rest. So
Get ready to turn right.
We have till Tuesday at noon basically to get there with this load.
Turn right.
So I'll see how that all works out as far as driving during the day or at night, because I think I'd like to at least drive during the day most of the time. It's just a little bit more fun in general even to play that way. But yeah, I'm assuming when they make maps like this, they, you know, they're just taking the standard stock material from other locations off of SCS maps and just
Keep
placing them down
and then turn left.
to build a city. So none of these shops should look new or be put together differently. Now that billboard was the guy who made the map,
And then turn right.
so that was interesting. Mantrid, I think, is who does the
Turn
coast to
right.
coast map, so put his own billboard on here, which is great. I don't think I've seen one of those before. But yeah, we're on I-40 here, and we'll see what we unlock. So, like I said, I may do a little bit of time lapse, or I may do time lapse, a few jump cuts of material. I'll definitely put something in here so you can kind of see various things. I just don't know what I'll come across. And then if anything interesting happens on the way, or if I decide, hey, something looks pretty scenic or something like that. Maybe I'll show segments for a little bit, just give you guys a little bit more of a view. So I will connect with you later as I head off here on this long drive. here in Rio Verde.
Turn right.
So we're getting ready to drop things off. Took us a little bit of time. I do think the time estimate that the app I use gave me wasn't necessarily quite as accurate. It wasn't quite as long. So I think Mexico kind of threw it for a loop as to how long it would really take. So we did get here quicker. But yeah, I will say the map here in Mexico is significantly much more fleshed out and significantly more similar to something like a Pro Mods, where there's just stuff around. Things vary. There's been a lot of border checkpoints. There's been a lot of toll booths.
Get ready to turn left.
Just a lot of towns, scenery. So it's you know, definitely better than the coast to coast map was in terms of just having volume of information on it. And
Get ready to turn left.
you know, I can't say I've ever been, you know, to Mexico or whatever, so I don't know,
Turn left and then turn left.
you know, if they've done a good job of capturing the feel. I mean, I can't look at this and say it doesn't feel like it, but you know, I guess people will have to judge for themselves what they think. Oh, there we go.
Here we are.
So yeah, since we have double trailers, it's again just a pull in, and this is certainly a simpler yard than probably anything I've delivered to in a long time, if not ever. I mean, it's just empty. So let's see what we get. So almost 5,000, 4,800. So I think we got 3 points or 2 points. Either way, we're very easily going to get another level. So we got 2 skill points. So I'm going to go ahead and put them both in just-in-time delivery, simply because that unlocks 2 delivery types, just as this would if I put it in high value. But at this point, then these are unlocked and they can continue to provide value. And once again, it's experience bonuses, which are key. We're at the point where we can seriously potentially start considering getting our own truck. Just not sure that that makes a lot of sense at this point, because it's just truly early in how many runs we've done. I mean, this is literally our 6th load. Normally, you know, you're dozens of loads in before you're really worried about that. But at this point, I think we've done really well. The difference we're going to have now is, if you recall, I meant to go into skills. When we go into this setting, what you just apply wasn't applied when the job market is created, which is when I come out of delivering the load. So when we added the skill point to distance, that's why we were still limited to 2,500 miles. Next time, this is in play. So that's where we're finally going to start seeing what I've been targeting for these first few episodes, is to, as quickly as possible, get to just massively long deliveries. So while this one was long, and longer than anything I've actually run in ATS before, simply as a factor of having additional map space, I'm just going to be very curious what I see next time. So with that, I'll end here, and we'll see you in the next load.